1 hour, 15-minute classes instead of 1 hour. So yeah. Just a second. Where is it? Okay. Okay, we are on, and wow, so good to see so many faces. And I will start the course by letting you guys introduce yourselves, and I have like some specific questions that I would love you guys to answer. Um, Here are they. I would love to know one more time your name and city as in where you were born and where you're currently in. It gives a little bit of context, and where do you spend most of your time? If you're working, then of course, if it has to do with work, you can let us know what you do. If it's something else, I would love to know. And why did you pick Mandarin? Don't you know it's one of the most difficult languages in the world? And you still ended up like, I'm gonna learn Mandarin, which I'm so glad because it's actually one of the most logical and simple languages in the world, and it's a myth. It's one of the most difficult language. And in this like 10-hour course, you'll get to know like how easy this language is. But kudos that you don't know it's a simple language and yet you plan to join it. So I'm very curious to know the reason. Like you must have a very solid reason. And I'm always very curious to know how many languages do you speak because I feel like in India, everybody is such a multilingualist. So yeah, it's fun to know how many languages you can speak. And what do you do when you're not working? Yeah, I would love to know what you do when you're not working. So I'm also going to put these questions in the chat for everyone's convenience. And I am going to pick Ankur because it starts with A. And then Ankur will pick someone else, and that's how we will go around. Ankur, you don't have to pick alphabetically.
Okay. I think,
All right.
hi, I'm Ankur.
Hi.
That disappeared. Like you had something on the screen.
Yeah. So I stopped it because I want everybody to see each other's
Okay.
faces. So you can see the questions on the chat, Zoom chat.
Okay, fine, fair
Yeah.
enough. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just like setting up, so maybe I'm a little perplexed
Yes.
myself, but I'll just go with my memory,
Definitely.
whatever I saw on the screen.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I am Ankur and I am in Bangalore. And first of all, hello to everyone. And after that, I think the next thing was why did I pick to choose learn Mandarin or what was it?
Yeah. Yeah. I'll guide you. You first
Okay.
start with that. Yeah. What's your reason to learn
So
Mandarin?
basically, I am into, I work with a company which does exports and imports. And for that, the main source location, as we know, the supply chain depends on China.
Mm.
And then when we have these factory visits and meeting people and all that, I think I've faced this many times. If you want to up your level, it's important that you know the language. It helps to build the rapport,
Yeah.
whether it is moving around in a city like Bangalore, where we are right now. Uh, I think I'm stuck over here also. I don't know too much of Kannada. So maybe that's the
Oh, you
next thing I
should
want to
join.
learn. You're teaching
I'll send you
Kannada?
the class link. No, I'm learning Kannada.
Oh, okay. So that's
Yeah,
great.
I'll
Yeah.
send you the link from where I'm learning.
Yeah, that will be great as well. Because I think when you make yourself open to learning one language, it opens up your mind that you can learn more.
Right. And Ankur,
And
you are not born in Bangalore, if I'm not wrong.
no, so I spent like half of my life, you can say, in Bombay.
Okay.
And the second half is here. I was not here. I was in Canada for the last 5 years, and I
Oh,
started working in this kind of a setup, which wants me to kind of interact with people and all that. So
right.
that is where it brought me here, and I was looking up for who's teaching Chinese, and I think I interacted with you. So I was probably the people behind starting this batch. Also, I was pushing you
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah. Guys, Ankur is the reason that this batch exists because I was not starting a batch. And also, luckily, one of my corporate batches got paused. It was like 6:30 to 8. So I was anyways not able to start anything. And when Ankur came in, somehow that batch also paused. So suddenly this slot became free. Otherwise, my slots were also not free. So we all are very lucky that we could get started this batch in July. So yeah, thank you, Ankur, for pushing me so
Yeah,
much.
thanks for making me the reason, but I would say you are the
Yeah.
reason. I was sure that I want to learn from you after I had the first couple of interactions with you. What I was
Right.
not sure about was the financial part. Like if I was to learn privately, that would have been like, costing me too much. So that was the
Yeah,
only
yeah.
hanging question. It's good.
Got
Thank you everyone for joining. So, it balances out everything for me.
yeah.
Okay.
Great. And Ankur, you told me what do you do and why are you learning Mandarin also? How many languages do you speak?
Oh yeah, so I can speak four, I would say. Hindi, English, Punjabi is fluent. And
Okay.
then fourth one, I would say Marathi is, I can really get myself my way around, 65%.
Hmm.
So if I learn that much of Kannada as well, I think there'll be justice to staying here. I've been here for quite some time now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm.
All right, nice. And last question, what do you do when you're not working?
Actually, when I'm not working,
Mm.
I'm watching movies, maybe reading
Okay.
books. I'm
Hmm.
mostly more interested in global affairs. So I
Oh,
actually end up watching television subjects which are either documentary or talking about history or talking about something in the future like geopolitics. So I
okay.
think that's where my interest lies. Yeah.
Okay. Great, great. Thank you so much for your introduction. Ankur, can you pick someone else to introduce themselves? And
Sure.
also for everyone, if you find some connect in terms of business, in terms of something common that you would like to connect someone, please feel free to message in the group. And yeah, I am doing this also so you guys can get to know each other and find some commonality. Because if you're planning to do like level one also, it's good to know your batchmates so that you can talk around similar things in Chinese as well. So yeah, okay, Ankur, yeah,
Great. Okay. Thanks for this opportunity. I will say next one is Ritika. I can see her name in front of my eyes, so I'll say Ritika.
great. Hi Ritika, ni hao.
Hi, Samriti. Hi, ni hao, ma. Thanks, Ankur, for choosing me. I hope I'm audible.
Yeah,
So I'll just proceed and introduce myself. Name and city, my name is Ritika and I am in New Delhi, but born in Kolkata. And where do you spend most of your time? I'm in an IT company
okay,
and in Accenture. So it's a 9 to 6 job and I'm there. So it's been 5 years that I'm working in this company. So
okay.
weekdays are usually hectic. And yes. Why Mandarin? So I'm a linguist and I have always aimed to learn Mandarin because I don't know, I just found it interesting. There's no other reason. I just wanted to upskill myself and I wanted to choose Mandarin. How
Hmm.
many languages do you speak? So I speak 6 languages. French professional, English professional, Hindi professional, Bengali, Marwari, a little bit of Spanish, and I'm in HSC2 in Chinese also. A little bit of Chinese also. Very little.
Nice.
What do you do when you aren't working?
Yeah.
So when I'm not working, um, yeah, movies. I scroll. Uh, yeah. If there are any videos on characters and
Yeah.
stuff like that, so I saved something that I think I'll watch later during my free time. So
Okay.
I just
Okay.
save sometime there.
Okay. Okay. One recommendation, Ritika, for my speaking part, right? Have earphones or something because I can right now hear a lot of background noise around you. So I was
Okay,
able
I
to
do
hear
have
you,
one, but
but yeah, if I have to hear your like pronunciations and everything, it will be hard for me. So if any one of you doesn't have a earphones, do get one by next class. Like have something so that
all
the
right.
voice clarity is there. Yeah. Okay. Great. Thank you, Ritika. Ritika, can you
Okay.
pick someone else to introduce themselves? Uh, yeah.
I'll just choose Palak
Okay, Palak. Yeah, Palak.
randomly.
Hi, ma'am, and hi, everyone. I'm Palak, and currently I live in Kutch, Gujarat, but I used to live in the US, and
Okay.
I just completed 12th grade, so I'm probably the youngest one over here. I was
Yeah,
doing
I
the IB diploma program in
okay.
Bangalore only. So what's the next question? Why Mandarin? Yeah. So for college, I'm planning to go to Singapore or Hong Kong. I already got it, but I'm still choosing between the two cities. So I
Okay.
just feel like Mandarin will be like really helpful because like both of them are like in Asia and it'll be helpful for my profile as well, my resume and everything. And I just like
Yeah.
to learn new languages as I can already speak Hindi, English, Spanish, and French, and I can
Wow.
understand Gujarati.
Wow.
So yeah. And the last question, what do you do when you aren't working? So
Or
I just spend
studying.
time with my friends, watch movies, play the guitar. Yeah.
Okay. Are you into C dramas?
No, I watch K-dramas though.
K dramas. I'll hook you to some C dramas.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Palak. Can you please pick someone to introduce themselves?
Okay, I can see Vikash in front of my screen.
Okay.
Yeah, so okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Palak. Good evening, everyone. Ni hao.
Ni hao.
Uh, yeah. So my name is Vikash Sharma. I was born in Calcutta. I'm currently in Bangalore. Uh, I spend most of my time, yeah, so 3 days of the week I travel to office. So most of the
Okay.
time is in office and on the road. And for the other days, yeah, we're mostly working from home.
Hmm.
Then why Mandarin? So yeah, in my some of my previous roles, I worked with mm, good number of Chinese people, and my experiences have been very pleasant and really sweet people. And
Good to hear
uh,
that.
yeah, and I am a data scientist by profession, and there's a lot of work that happens in China in that field. So
Hmm.
I want to use that opportunity to learn Mandarin so that I can get more connected to that.
Hmm. Okay.
Uh, how many languages do you speak? Yeah, three: English, Hindi, Bengali.
Okay.
Okay. And what do you do when you aren't working? Yeah, watching movies and spending time with family.
Okay. Nice. Thank you so much, Vikash. Is it Vikas or Vikash?
Vikash,
It's a sh
Vikash.
sound.
Sure, yeah,
Okay, Vikash.
Vikash.
Got it. Got it. Okay, Vikash, can you go choose someone else to introduce themselves?
Yeah, we can go with Soumya.
Soumya. Soumya.
Thank you, Vikash. I'm Soumya. I was born in Chennai. I've lived in Bangalore for about a good 27 years. And then about 2 months ago, I shifted to Mysore. That's me. Where do you spend most of your time? At home. I take care of my kids. I don't work. I'm at home.
No, that's a work.
Um,
That's actually
yeah,
full-time
it
work.
is. It's three roles in one. So
Yeah.
yeah. Why Mandarin? So my husband and I have this insane idea that we want to export Chinese things to India. So we have this
Mm.
long-term plan that we have, and one of the first steps in that, or sorry, import, I think. Yeah.
I was thinking ki import or export. Okay.
Yeah, both of it, but import from China. So
Mm-hmm.
one of the first out of the many line items or other first thing that was there is to learn Chinese. So this
Mm.
is one aspect of it. The other aspect of why Mandarin is because this will help for me in terms of expanding my role in HR as well.
Mm.
So I'm exploring that platform as such. I work in the human resource. I used to work in the human resources team. So I'm looking for opportunities abroad where I can work from home. And this is also a language that I can pick up.
Yeah.
Uh, so these are two aspects as to why both are long term. I'm not
Mm.
planning to get back to work for another 2 to 3 years. So I have all the time now to pick up languages and just
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah,
broaden
yeah.
my horizon as
And
such.
learning language should always be a long-term goal. If anybody of you thinking, get fluent in 3 months, it's a myth, guys. Nobody gets fluent in 3 months. It takes time, but it's
Absolutely.
very much possible. 30 minutes a day.
Yeah,
That's all you need. Yeah.
correct. So how many languages do you speak? I speak Telugu, Tamil, Kannada, Hindi, English, and I in college I learned French.
Okay.
And I'm not fluent in it, but I do watch some French dramas, and that's about it.
Got
Yeah.
it. Got it.
What do you do when you aren't working? The very little time that I
Time.
get when
Yeah.
I'm alone, I'm watching uh, Netflix or
Okay.
mostly
The, lo-
K-dramas and a lot of Tamil movies. I'm a
okay.
huge buff, so yeah,
Okay.
that's what
Yeah,
I do.
I can see like there's a commonality of people watching a lot of stuff. So I'm just gonna like give you like good recommendations on Netflix around Chinese, because the more Chinese stuff you watch, your listening gets a lot better. So you guys might like that as well. Great. Thank you so much, Soumya. Soumya, can you please pick someone else? We have Vanshika, Mani,
Uh,
and Rajan, and Pooja.
I'll pick Vanshika. Yeah.
Vanshika.
Hi, my name is Vanshika.
Hi, Vanshika.
Hi. Um, I like to watch a lot of C-dramas.
Arey, here is my C drama fan person. Okay.
I was born and live in Bangalore,
Okay.
and I most of the time what I do is I'm a, like actually a student in from Bangalore International School. I'm from 12th grade.
Okay. You are in 12th grade or you have passed out?
I'm in 12th grade.
Okay. Palak, we have the youngest student. Just I think you guys must be same age only, like 1 year apart.
And
Okay. Uh,
I speak Hindi and English.
okay.
Yeah, and I want to learn Chinese because it's one way I want to learn more languages.
Beautiful. And Vanshika, what do you do when you're not studying?
I watch Chinese dramas.
Oh, okay. Chalo, set hai. Very good. Okay, Vanchika, thank you so much for your introduction. Can you pick someone else? We have Rajan, we have Mani, and Pooja. Hmm.
V,
Sorry,
V.
V.
Yeah.
Who is V?
Um, or I think uh,
Is this someone I can't see? No, they're all addressed.
Vikas.
Vanchika, which name are you taking? Vikash is done. We have Rajan, Pooja, and Mani.
Pooja.
Pooja. Okay, Pooja.
Okay. Hi, I'm Pooja. I let me quickly look at the questions. I was born in a
Yes.
not in a city. I was born in a town called Dhanbad in Jharkhand.
Okay.
And where do you
Wow.
spend most of your time? I actually work, so I spend most of my time at work. I work in an electronic
Which is what? Like,
yeah, sure, sure. So I work in
okay,
a company called Logitech. It makes headphone, mice, webcam, and
absolutely.
yeah,
I
you guys
just
might know.
using that, ma'am.
Yes, yes, yes. So I work for that company, and yeah, so that's where I spend most of my time. I do enjoy work. That sounds insane to some people, but here I am. Why
High
Mandarin? I
five.
think, yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I mostly work with our team, which is based out of China and Taiwan. All my team members are based over there, and I have been
Wow.
working with them. So I've worked in many roles, but I've been working consistently with them for the last 3 years, and I've often been in this situation where I'm in a meeting room with them, and whenever they want to want to talk something where they want to make each other understand and get to a solution, they're like, Pooja, wait for 1 minute, we'll talk in Mandarin and we'll give you a solution. And I'm like, okay guys, as long as you reach the solution, that's fine. But obviously you feel like you're the only person in the room who doesn't
Yeah.
understand it. So I don't
Yeah.
want to be that only person anymore. And I'm very
Yeah.
happy my spouse is Vikash. He actually took the step and told me, hey, let's do this.
Yeah.
Nothing like it. So yeah, so here I am. How many languages do you speak? I don't speak a lot of languages. Hindi, English, Bangla. I'm a Bengali. I can understand and do around similar to Ankur Marathi because I stayed many years in Bombay. I learned Spanish when I was in school in college, and I forgot it completely.
Okay.
And what do you do when I'm work? I have a 10-year-old kid, and I think we spend a lot of time together. We have a lot of fun and conversations together. Not I'm also the same scroll and watch Netflix group, but I do spend time with our family also. Yeah.
Great. Thank you so much, Pooja. Pooja, can you pick someone? We have Rajan
Yeah,
and Mani.
yeah, maybe Rajan.
Yeah, Rajan.
Thank you, Pooja. I'm Rajan.
Rajan, where is your friend?
He lost the track, so even I missed to inform him. So bad, he felt very
Oh,
bad. So he said, please record and share. So let us see
oh,
how it goes. But
no worries, no
he will
worries.
join next class.
Okay,
So,
okay.
okay. So I'm from Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu, and I'm here in Bangalore for work. So I work in a company called Infogain as a program manager. How many languages I speak? Tamil, English. I can understand Kannada and Hindi. I cannot speak. If I don't work, I will be listening to music or some movies, not different
Okay,
from others.
okay. And Rajan, why you chose
Why?
to learn
Why?
Mandarin?
Yeah, I mean, basically, I think you know it, but for the others. So
Yeah,
I joined because my friend joined and he's not here. But also, I want to learn another language, and I want my daughter to enroll for this class. So I want to first taste it and be a motivator for her to join this. So that's about it.
okay, great. Thank you so much, Rajan. Now,
Thank you.
last we
Welcome.
have Mani.
Money. Hi, Money.
Yeah,
Please go.
Mani, are you
Hello.
there? Yeah, Mani, can you hear us? Uh, I'll just check one more time with Mani. Mani, can you hear us? Mm, let me just
Hi,
check.
ma'am.
Mani, can you speak something?
Yeah, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Your internet is little not, I'm not able to hear you properly. Try one more time. Let me see if it's normal now. Can you speak something?
Or
Yeah, your internet is a little patchy. So what you can do is you can put your intro in either in the WhatsApp itself, and next time when you have a better
okay.
Wi-Fi, then you can participate in the class.
Yeah, okay, ma'am.
Okay. All right.
Okay,
Okay.
ma'am.
Yeah, I'll be putting on your mute. And great. So thank you everyone for your introductions. I'll also quickly introduce myself. I'll first do with these questions. So my name is Samriddhi, as you all know. There is no double D, there is no RU, it's RIDHI, Samriddhi. And then I'm born in Delhi and I am currently living in Bangalore for last 4 years. I what do sorry, where do I spend most of my time is building this brand, which is the Mandarin Story, because I'm working on a lot of verticals right now to actually enable all of you to speak Mandarin, not only in my live classes, but give you a community, at least in major cities like Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore, Kolkata, Chennai. So I'm also working on creating these monthly offline communities or language exchange events, and then also working on my pre-recorded courses for students who time is not suitable and they still want to learn the language, and of course creating these online platforms to group classes. And also I do corporate training, so Logitech or other companies, if you need any corporate training, you can reach out to me. I also specialize in offline corporate training in Bangalore, one day workshops, also culture workshops, and online corporate training as well. So yeah, most of the time I spend in building my business and teaching. And why Mandarin? So my reason of learning Mandarin is when I was a young student, being a Marwadi, the thing that I was like really looking for is to make money. So as a young kid in college, I typed like highest paid language in this world. And the answer is Mandarin. Mandarin is actually the highest language paid in this world. And then I got to know that, okay, Arabic is also there and Japanese is also there. Still, Mandarin tops, but they're also somewhere nearby. Then I'm like, how do I reach a decision to learn Mandarin and not Arabic or Japanese? Then I got to know most spoken language in the world is also Mandarin. One of the most difficult languages in the world is also Mandarin. In terms of economy, Japan and Arab economy is not there in top 5, but China is there in top 2. So I was like, okay, just give me a second. Somebody is trying to, I think, record the class. This class is already being recorded. I'll send you the recording of the class. Yeah. So where was I? Yeah. So because yeah, these three, like, and the economy was on number 2. So because there were these 4 factors, I ended up choosing Mandarin. I did not want to be a teacher. Teacher was not even the, like, in the list of options I had planned for myself when I started learning this language. I'm an accidental teacher, accidental entrepreneur, and that's a story for some other day why it happened. But yeah, I started because of these 4 reasons with Mandarin. And how many languages do you speak? I speak fluent Hindi, English, Mandarin. I have learned Japanese from N5 till N5 level, and I'm like really dabbling in Cantonese, Korean, and Kannada. But it's dabbling only, like phrases. That's it. So yeah, major is like my 3 languages. And what do you do when you're not working? I do a lot of things when I'm not working because I really try to prioritize my health and play area a lot along with work. So I am into yoga, running, capoeira. Capoeira is a Brazilian martial art dance. And there's one more thing I do. What do I do? Running, yoga, capoeira, and the strength training. And then around play, I do improv theater. I am learning singing. I love singing and dancing. And I am doing something else also. I'm trying to learn foreign languages. I'm like really failing at it, but yeah, I'm trying. And I also, okay, just a second. Yeah. And I also, that's it. Yeah, no, that's it. Yeah, I also like to go on a lot of retreats. So if you want to know what is interesting events happening in Bangalore, or if you want to go to a retreat around Bangalore, I'm the go-to person. I love spirituality and wellness sector. So I explore that a lot as well in my life. And yeah, that is all about me. And I will also quickly share you around my journey, that how I am here and why I'm eligible to even teach you Chinese. Like, why are you learning under me and not any other teacher? And why is the best decision to learn under me? So I have this little visual presentation to give. So I actually started learning Mandarin in 2013. That time I was in a second year of my college. This is me after I finished my third year of college. I went to Vellore to give my international exam in Chinese language. And once I finished my exam, I enrolled for a scholarship to go to China, and I got the scholarship. So I went to China that time for 5 months, and that experience really changed my life. So previously I was learning Mandarin from like a very financial perspective, which is not a great motivator, to be honest. But later on, the motivation changed. The motivation became like I was so much in love with their culture, the people, and this eagerness to talk to more Chinese people. I kind of became obsessed with this language, that I want to master it. So that's how my obsession started after going to China for 5 months. And fortunately, in these 2 3 years, I actually appeared for B2 level exam, and I got an opportunity to teach Chinese with one of the institutes. That time I was looking to actually work with corporates and MNC, but that did not happen. And I ended up started teaching. So, and it's an accidental discovery that I was actually very good at teaching. Like, I'm like, this skill is very, very hidden, and I did not know that. So, anyways, that I gained my confidence from there. Like, when I started teaching, I was teaching in Gurgaon offline, working with other institutes that time. For I also had a mentor in between 2016 to 18. She's my mentor, Miss EE. She actually trained me on how to teach Chinese in a simple and logical manner. She taught me how to make PPTs, how to make language fun. Otherwise, in India, if you see, the language teaching languages are very boring. Like, I'm a student who sleeps in the class, like literally. And in order to make in order to cater to a student like me, I have to be like very creative. So that's where my teaching skills are also coming from. Like, I try to keep the class highly entertaining कि आप इधर से उधर भी नहीं देख सकते. You have to keep like eyes on the laptop. So yeah, like my skills and a lot of things are coming from her. Generally, there is no teacher training for teaching Mandarin Chinese. It's just like, I don't know, government has done nothing for not done nothing for that so far. But I was lucky that I got trained, and I'm like an officially trained person to teach this language. But yeah, this was a very short journey of teaching, 2.5 years, and after that, I actually left teaching. I did not wanted to do teaching anymore. Instead, I went to China again, and I pursued my higher levels. That time, I stayed in China for 2 years. I actually stayed with a Chinese family for a year to get a deep immersion into the language, into their culture, khate kaise, sote kaise, like everything I wanted to know about them. So that happened. And I was supposed to work in China because I really wanted to build a career over there. But then pandemic happened in 2020, and I was in China that time, and I had to immediately come back to India. And whatever I had my plans for my career, it came to a halt. And in 2020, in 2019, while I was China, I actually started my YouTube channel and Instagram to just promote this relationship between China and India, because I love how India and China is so similar, but people just don't know about it. India have their misconceptions about China. China has their own misconceptions about Indians. So I felt like there could be this gap that I can bridge by like letting Indians know about China and letting Chinese know about Indians. So I started my YouTube channel, and I wanted to be like a content creator. But again, pandemic happened. I came back to India, and after coming back to India, I did not know when I'm going to go back to China. I waited for 3 4 months, and when that did not happen, I randomly put out on literally social media that hey, I'm taking 101 customized lessons on Chinese if someone is interested. And that's where I got my first batch of students. And then I don't know, I posted, and I don't know, I started like really very randomly, and slowly turned out to be like a big business where I actually ended up starting 13 courses related to Chinese language, from foundation to level 4, then business courses, then kids Chinese courses, character courses, speaking courses. And it's been 5 years since I started this, and it's still going on. And here I am with all of you. So that's where I am at. Yeah, that's what my journey is. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask me right now, or maybe after the class. Anything to say before I move forward? Any, all is good? Okay, great. So,
Can I add something?
yes, Ritika.
Samruddhi, can I just add something?
Yeah.
So, like, I wanted to say this in front of everyone. So, I got your reference from a friend, Archita.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know if I had spoken to you about it earlier.
I
So,
know,
it was that
Archita.
time,
Yeah,
she's a very good friend to me.
yeah.
I was in France that time, and she was in China, and we have had mutual connections. So,
Okay.
like, friends and all. And it was just the same time when you were in China, and Archita was there, and I was in France during the pandemic. So, when I came back, I wanted to learn Chinese, and she happened to be my friend. And the first person I went for recommendation was her, and she was like, "Dude, just go to Samriddhi." She was like, "You will not need anything else. Just go to her, close your eyes, and go to her." So that's the reason. It just,
Oh,
I just got pulled, and I really wanted to learn from you.
great.
The
Thank you so
kind
much
of,
for sharing me.
she spoke very high of you. She spoke
Wow, wow. I'm
very high of you.
obliged. Thank you. Okay. So yeah, so
I'll enjoy
somehow,
the learning.
yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So yeah, somehow I have been really gifted at doing one thing, is basically making Chinese, which is one of the feels like one of the difficult languages, make it very simple and logical for you, because somehow from when I see this language, it feels very logical to me. And I have been teaching certain methods and how logical it is and how to learn in a very structured manner for last 9 years, and that's where we are at. And I just want to tell you again, like, why it is better to choose a teacher over a Coursera or a YouTube course, is because any online course or any course with you're doing with like a with a teacher can give you three things which no other thing can give you, is a structure, feedback, and guidance. So no other AI or sort of online courses, they can supplement your learning, but they cannot give you all these three things together. So if you ever want to have structure, feedback, guidance on anything that you want to learn, always try to choose someone who can directly teach you. And yeah, I have already mentioned 6 outcomes, what you'll be gaining after doing this 10-hour course. But some additional things I want to add is like the very overall thing is we will be learning the basics of Chinese in a very short span period of time. Lot of things. And you'll be amazed yourself by reading a whole text in Pinyin. Pinyin is a way through which we read Chinese. So you'll be able to read any article that I give you in Chinese. And of course, you'll have a lifetime access to the community for asking questions related to Mandarin. And we are also soon starting a speaking community. So you can keep developing your speaking by being in that community. So that will be also be free for you. For people who are not enrolled in my course and like only interested in speaking, that that community part becomes paid for you. So you have this advantage that it's going to be always free for you, and lifetime you will be having a lifetime access to it. Um, Another thing before I get to the main part, introduction to Chinese language, some important things to know about this course. So there are queries that people have around course materials, around homeworks, around activities, around recordings. And if they have any queries and questions, like where can they put those questions and queries? So I just want to go to these 5 things very quickly. So around course material for particularly this course. So this course is very different from level 1. Level will be very different from level 2. My each course is very different from each other because each course requires just some different level of customization. So let's talk just about this foundation course. I'll be sharing with you 3 things. One is going to be a cheat sheet. Another is a book recommendation from Amazon, but I will also give you a free PDF for that. So if you want to buy the book or you want to get the free PDF, up to you. And whatever these PPTs you are seeing, right, there will be like total 10 PPTs like this because this class is divided into 10 lessons. So all these PPTs will be available to you in the form of PDF. So these are the 3 course material you will be having: cheat sheet, book recommendation, PDF. Okay. And for PDF, you can just keep it in your laptop. Some people prefer to get a printout. So up to you. The printout, only thing you need of printout is the cheat sheet, according to me. But again, see as per your preference. Regarding the homeworks, we'll be sending you only speaking homeworks via group, and you have to send your speaking homeworks in the group itself. There will no private DMs will be there. So we'll be responding, me or Yashika, one of us will be responding to your homeworks as well in the group itself. And we also have something called activities. You are for one of the first batches where I'm gonna experiment with. I have never introduced this section, but I have a strong feeling like 2 days a week of live classes in Chinese language is not enough to make you learn more about Chinese. So we have added these things. So there will be polls which will be happening on Wednesday, Friday. There's gonna be a very short speaking activity where we'll be sending you every Monday some 5 daily sentences that you have to listen and like record and send to us. Then we will have some weekend challenges again to improve some part of Chinese. Either it could be tone, either it could be pronunciation. And we also have a section called Weekend Culture where we'll be sending you one short, I don't know, note on culture, like why China's favorite color is red or why China's lucky number is 4, something around that. These activities are completely optional for you to do, although we'll encourage you to do it because it will help you stay in touch with Mandarin. But see how you feel about it. Homeworks are compulsory. There is no backing out of it. I need everyone's homeworks, but activity is something, okay, you do, you not do, it's okay. Recordings will be available to you after the class, every class, and there will be a playlist in the group description as well, only. So you can always access that playlist through that group description on WhatsApp. This playlist is available for you to lifetime again. So you can always refer to these recordings whenever you feel like going back to any class. And any questions and queries you have, I'm gonna send you a number. Where is it? Just give me a second. I'll just send it right away so I will not forget. So just message on that number for any sort of inquiry. So either me or Yashika will reach out to you for answering those queries. Uh, any questions that you guys have related to the course material, homework, activities, recordings, you guys can ask me right now. Anything that you have any doubts on? So far, so good? Okay. Please remember, no question is a stupid question. Every question is a valid question, and we are here to make mistakes. So make mistakes as much as you can in terms of speaking as well. Okay. Now, as we are done with this, it's 7:45 by my clock, so I have exactly 30 minutes. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So let us get started with our introductory course. So I am not someone who teaches directly, hey, hello is ni hao, thank you, xie xie. I am someone who really likes to build a proper foundation in order to make you understand where is this language coming from and how you basically structure and learn this language. Today I'm gonna talk about that. So it's more theory. It's not more like practical practice wala thing. So practice will come from the next class onwards. So let's understand first about this language. A lot of people say, I want to learn Chinese. A lot of people say, I want to learn Mandarin. A lot of people say, hey, what do you teach? Do you teach Mandarin, Cantonese? So what are these terminologies? Let's try to understand that. What is the difference between Mandarin, Chinese, or Cantonese, or just Chinese language? Is it okay to say, I'm learning Chinese? So let's understand that. So to understand about China's language, we need to look at China. Now, China actually has 56 ethnic groups. Ethnic groups literally is same as what we have in India. Assamese, Bengali, Marwadi, these are all Rajasthani. These are all the ethnic groups that we have. Now, in China, there is one ethnic group that actually rules the China. That ethnic group is called Han ethnic group, and rest of the 55 ethnicities are into the minorities like Tibetan, Uyghur, Mongol. Now they have their own language, own culture, own food, everything. Literally separate countries, but into China only. Now in India, I feel like like things are ruled on religion. We say ki, oh, who is the like religion population kiski majority mein hai. But in China, obviously religion is not that important, but ethnicities are very important. So Han ethnicity is covers the majority, 90% of China. 90% of Chinese people are coming from this ethnic group. Now these ethnic groups actually speak the Chinese language. Now imagine we have 1.3 billion population and 90% of people are speaking this language called Chinese. Do you think they're going to be speaking the same Chinese? All those 90% people in such a large country. What do you guys think? Yes, no. Anybody can unmute and just tell your opinion. Yes, I think they speak all
No,
the same
Yes.
Chinese.
dialect will be
Actually,
No,
different.
the
yeah,
dialects
this
will
is
be different.
exactly.
Sorry.
So Chinese language, no, that's all good. So something called Chinese language doesn't really exist. Actually, they speak different dialects of Chinese, and these dialects differ in pronunciation, vocabulary, and grammar. So let's say, take an example of hello, and you go to Beijing. Now, in Beijing, hello is ni hao. But if you go to Shanghai, this ni hao changes into nei hao. If you go to Guangdong, which is like there is a Gunzhou, Guangzhou, ये sound ज़्यादा familiar लग रहा होगा because Indian people speak like that. So this Shenzhen area, they all speak Guangdong dialect, which is Cantonese. There the hello becomes Nung Hao. There is Ni Hao, Nei Hao, Nung Hao. So even their hello is very different. Now, this is a problem that Chinese people saw as well. That hey, we have a large country, everyone is speaking different dialects, nobody is able to understand themselves. What do we do? Now, China is really good at one thing, and then they really love doing one thing, which is unification of everything. लैंग्वेज का यूनिफिकेशन, रिलीजन का यूनिफिकेशन, कंट्रीज का यूनिफिकेशन की ताइवान भी हमारा, तिब्बत भी हमारा, हांगकांग भी हमारा, सब चीजों में यूनिफिकेशन चाहिए, सब सब एक आ जाओ. So ये चीज they had it with language also. So when it come to this problem, they were like, okay, we need to speak one dialect and let's make it the official language of our country. That's how Beijing dialect became the official dialect of the whole country. And in today's day and world, this Beijing dialect is known as Mandarin. So what you will be learning with me is Beijing dialect, not Shanghainese, not Guangdong, but Beijing dialect. And Beijing dialect is basically known as Mandarin. So you can say that, hey, I'm learning either Mandarin dialect of Chinese, or you can just simply say I'm learning Mandarin Chinese language. Also, but if you just say that I'm learning Chinese language, it is a very default thing that people will think that you will must be learning Mandarin, because that is the widely spoken language in the world. And it is majorly taught in schools. So no matter if you're going to Hong Kong or let's say Taiwan, which have like slightly different dialects, they will still know Mandarin. Why? Because in schools Mandarin is being taught. So Mandarin has a very lot of weightage, is not because it's spoken in China. It's also because it's spoken in three more countries, and it's the official language of these countries: China, Taiwan, Singapore, Hong Kong, and of course it's one of the working languages of United Nations as well. So that's why this language actually holds a lot of power. And then this language is literally everywhere. If you have ever traveled in, Southeast Asia, you will see, if you go to Myanmar, Macau, Philippines, Vietnam, Thailand, Malaysia, you will find a lot of Chinese people. You will find a lot of like language science. You will find some other person, like every second or third person is a Chinese, literally. So again, learning this language is not opening your doors to China, but it's opening your doors to whole of Southeast Asia. And of course it's the economy is in the top 5, another reason to learn Mandarin Chinese. And one thing I have recently discovered, again this is purely my theory, is like Chinese people have been learning English for 25 years now, and they're still not able to speak fluent English. And we are so tired that now we are learning their language. And then why is like that? So my theory is like that country is like very introvert country. Countries like Korea is, I think, still extrovert, but I feel like countries like China and Japan is so introverted countries that even if they are learning English, they are just so shy, so afraid to speak, and that even if they are learning, they're not able to communicate in English. And that's why you will see this shift, that now people are taking up in their own hands कि चलो हम इनकी भाषा सीख लेते हैं. Let me learn their language. So that's why there is a huge rise in learning Mandarin right now. I have seen like in last 1 year, in India, in US, in a lot of other countries. Yeah, this is my theory, that why people are actually picking up it more than before. Yeah, any questions still here or anything to add on to this? All good? Everybody understood everything? Great, awesome. Okay, now let us go deeper into this language. Now, this language have two systems. One is called phonetic system, which we also call it pinyin. Can you guys repeat this after me? Pinyin, pinyin.
Pinyin.
So
Pinyin.
Pinyin.
pinyin is basically a phonetic system. In Chinese, we call it pinyin. So pinyin is nothing but the romanization of Chinese characters. Uh, so first of all, there are two systems. One is phonetic system, one is writing system. So this is called writing system. So this writing system like really overwhelms a lot of people, that what the hell is this? But don't worry. In order to speak and listen to Chinese, you don't really need to learn this writing system. You only need to learn this phonetic system. Now, phonetic system looks like English. So there is a lot of relief. Chalo, this is something familiar. So this is one easier step in Chinese, that you don't really have to learn the writing system right away, but you first need to master the phonetic system through which you can speak Chinese fluently. So yeah, so characters or writing system helps in reading and writing Chinese. Like if you go to China, if you want to read their menus, if you want to see the Google map, read the documents, you need to learn the writing system. But if you just want to speak and listen to the Chinese for like your major communication, then phonetic system is enough to learn. In my classes, I teach both. Uh, so we'll be also covering this writing system. There will be 2 classes for that in the last, like 9th and 10th class will be for that, where we'll be learning how to read, write, and type in Mandarin Chinese language. And the characters are actually also very logical. They are all storytelling. If you like being creative and like storytelling, you will really enjoy learning characters as well. But in today's class or in the next 8 classes, I am not going to talk about characters at all. We are just going to focus on phonetic system. So I'm now going to go deeper into the phonetic system. Let's understand what is this N-I, what is this above as a V shape में क्या है ये सब? Let us try to understand that part. Before understanding that part, I also want to show you one thing. So when I say that you can read a full text in Pinyin, this is what I mean. So after attending my 8 hours of classes, or let's say 4 weeks of classes, you will be able to read this whole text on your own. So let's say I'm gonna read it right now, which is gonna feel a little bit alien. So it sounds like 今天爸爸妈妈不在家，我和弟弟妹妹在家. This you'll be able to speak in 8 hours. That can happen. But what can happen in 4.5 months is this. This is the actual way of reading Chinese. I can make you achieve this goal also, but in 4.5 months, where you are able to read this again, 今天爸爸妈妈不在家，我和弟弟妹妹在家, and also understand what is it saying. In the previous slide, you can just speak it. Obviously, you can't understand because we'll not be doing this vocabulary right now. But you can read it fluently. So this reading will help you immediately the moment you go to China. If you want to read metro station names, if you want to read Chinese people names, anything that is comes to reading, you will be able to easily do it. So that's what you're going to achieve in the first 10 hours. Any questions still here? Anything that is not clear? All is good. Okay. Okay, so far I have talked about history, then the Mandarin, and then the two systems. Now let's talk about just the phonetic system, that how it is built. So I'm going to compare it with English to make you understand like what is there to learn and how do we master it. Now, anybody can tell me how many alphabets do we have in English? क्या आप पांचवी पाँच से तेज हैं? You're going to do a
26.
little. Yeah, very good, Ritika. So 26 alphabets are there. And how many consonants are there in those 26 alphabets?
20?
Okay, somebody said
21.
20.
Yeah,
21.
21.
Yeah, 21 are the
21
consonants.
vowels and
And yeah,
consonants.
yeah. And then how many vowels are there?
5.
5.
5 vowels are
Ooh,
there. Great,
5.
great. Now, yeah, now let's compare it with English. In Chinese also we have 21 consonants. And instead of 5 vowels in Chinese, we have 36 vowels. But very interrelated. Everything is very interrelated. So let us just again compare what are the similarities and the difference. So in Chinese consonants, we don't have a letter called V. That doesn't exist. Other thing is in Chinese, we have an individual consonant called Z, C, S, H, but we also have a consonant combined ZH, CH, SH. The ZH is like one consonant, CH is one consonant, SH is one consonant. These are some peculiar features of, I would say, Mandarin consonants, which you will not find in English. That we don't have a letter V, and we have something called ZH, CH, SH as consonants. When it comes to vowels, English versus Chinese, we do have like English vowels A, O, E, I, U, but we have an extra vowel which is called U with a two dot. I hope you all are able to see it. It's here, U with a two dot. So these are called single vowels. And after single vowels, we have something called compound vowels. It's very simple. Compound means combining. So what we are doing is we are taking single vowel A, we are taking single vowel O, and then we are combining it to make like a new sound called ow. Very simple example. Let's say a consonant is B. I'm gonna add A. So this is one sound pa, one sound po, another sound pow, something like that. And then at the end, we have something called nasal vowels. Nasal means the sounds are coming from your nose. So you will notice these sounds are either ending with N or either ending with NG. So again, same. You take single vowel A, add N to it, become an. Again, take single vowel A, added NG, becomes ang. Okay, so everything is coming through these single vowels only. So it's not like you have to learn 36 vowels. If you can just learn these 6 vowels and just combine them, you'll get the rest of the vowels as well. So this is about consonant and vowels. Now I'm going to introduce you the first reason why Chinese is a logical language. So I have designed my classes in a way where in each class you will find one aspect of like why Chinese is a logical language. So in English, let's take a word called traffic. Now this word traffic, You will notice T is a consonant, R is a consonant, A is a vowel, F is a consonant, I is a vowel, C is a consonant. Is there any logic to it? Why there are two consonant, then one vowel, two consonant, one vowel, and then one consonant? And any word in English, take computer. Is there any logical to how words are coming together? Like you can answer in yes and no. Yes है तो reason, no है तो no.
No.
Oh,
Right? Yeah, I have like really researched so much. I have not found any logic how these words are getting combined together. It feels like सबने कुछ random कर रखा है. So I feel like this is like very randomization of combining sounds. But Chinese is not like that. Chinese is very structured. Chinese says that every sound is going to start with a consonant and end with a vowel. For example, let's take the word Beijing. Beijing is the capital of China. Now, Bei actually means north and Qing means city. So Beijing actually also means north city. So if you will notice the way the Bei is coming, Pooja, can you tell me what is the consonant and vowel in Bei?
The consonant is B and the
Right.
vowel is EI.
And what is this vowel? Do you think is a single vowel, compound vowel, or
It's a
nasal vowel?
compound vowel.
Exactly. It's very
Yeah.
evident it's a compound vowel because EI is coming together. If it's a
Yes.
single vowel, only I or only E will be coming.
Correct.
Great. Vanshika, can you tell me in Ching which is the vowel and which is the consonant?
So J is vowel,
Oh, J is vowel or consonant?
consonant,
Yeah, J is the consonant.
and ing is vowel.
Which vowel is it? Is it compound, single, or nasal?
Compound.
But in compound, we don't have the NG sound. NG sound is in which one?
Nasal.
Yes, NG sound is in nasal. The ing comes in the nasal vowel. So if you can see, everything is going to start with consonant and ending with a vowel. Now to just now when this sort of thing happens, right, when there is a structure in the language, what you can do is you can actually do permutation and combination. You can put all the consonants in one side, all the vowels in other side, and you can do like B, you can put B with all the vowels, P with all the vowels, M with all the vowels. And when you do that, you get this table. Now, this table is basically 416 unique sounds that exist in Mandarin. The whole language of Mandarin is this. So there is no other sound that exists beyond this table. So if you master this table, you basically can produce any sound in Mandarin. So in English, what happens is we learn alphabets A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and उसके बाद जिंदगी भर अच्छा जी PUT पट नहीं होता पुट होता है but BUT बट है. So that keeps going on. And then there are like some words like अच्छा ये entrepreneur नहीं है entrepreneur है या succinct नहीं है succinct है. ये forever journey है हमारी English में. Mandarin में ऐसा नहीं है. Mandarin में if you focus for the next 3 weeks on just the pronunciation and mastering this table, you will be never needing my help to pronounce anything else in Chinese. So our goal for next 2.5 weeks is to master this table. And that's why I emphasize so much, put so much energy to make you master this table. Because once you get this table right, my 50% job is done in Mandarin. Because Mandarin mein, there is no grammar. All there is the pronunciation. Now, let me show you how this table functions. Can anybody tell me some more city names in Chinese that you know, apart from Beijing? Give me four more city names.
Shenzhen.
Okay, Shenzhen. What else?
Shanghai.
Shanghai, very good. What else?
Xi'an.
Xi'an,
Xi'an
right.
and Chongqing.
Chongqing. Okay, great. So now, if you guys notice, all of these words that our student just has spoken, because I can't see who has spoken. It's all in this table. Okay, so let's see SH. The SH, if you can see, here is SH. Now we have to see SHEN. If you can see, SHEN is here, Shen. and then we have ZHEN. Then ZHEN is over here. You can see Shenzhen is in this table itself. Then we have Shanghai. Again, Shanghai is again starting with SH, not just S. So SH is over here, and then we want to do Ang. Yeah, so this is Shang, and then Hai, HAI. H is at the bottom left, second one, Hai. Then is Xi'an. It's starting with X, ending with I. X is over here, I is over here. An is A-N sound. It's coming on the top, fourth one, An. And then we have Chongqing. Chong is again starting with CH. If you see, this is H-O-N-G. And Chink is here. That's it. So just to reframe again, any student who can explain me what this table is about, and did you understand like what I'm talking about here? Anybody can tell what did I just spoke about? Okay, Pooja, tell. Okay, Soumya is speaking. Yeah, great, Soumya. Yeah, you can unmute and speak.
Okay, so from what I understand, the Chinese Mandarin Chinese language has consonants and vowels. All
Right.
of the consonants and vowels have the sounds, which are all there in this chart that is there. So
Perfect.
any word you pick out from the language, you will be able to find it in this sheet.
Very good. This is a very good point. Yeah. Any word that is there in Chinese language, you'll be able to pick out from this table. Perfect. Yeah. Great. Any confusion or any questions or anything that someone would like to add into this before I move forward?
Samriddhi, a little bit about the way we pronounce. For example, I always hear them say cha, chongqing, cha. But we say Chongqing, right? Like
Right.
their ch and our ch, their sh and our sh.
Yeah.
Even the way
Yeah.
you are pronouncing is very
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
How do we learn that? Is maybe you will teach that.
Yeah, that is what is the next 5 classes are all about.
Okay,
So
sure.
that you will learn anyways. Yeah. Any
Okay.
other question? Yeah, that is you're gonna learn it. No worries. No, don't worry about it.
Okay.
So I just wanted to add here
Yeah.
that all the words exist in this table, but
Yes,
not all
Ankur.
the how do you say, the different accents which you stress on because of the way it gives that sound, right?
So
That
these
doesn't exist.
accent, no, the accent you're talking about tone, I guess. You're talking about the tone
Yeah,
part
I
of it.
meant tone. Yeah.
So tones, I'm gonna come to the part of tones. But tones also exist in this, within this table.
Oh, okay. Maybe I didn't see through that one. Okay.
Yeah, I'll tell you because it's not mentioned here, but I'll tell you how does it appear. How does it appear? I'll let you know about it.
All
But
right.
yeah, you're right about the words. Any
Great.
other question? Anything else anybody would like to add on or understand? Rajan, Ritika, Vanshika, Mani, BG, and then there is V, Soumya, Vikash. Everybody's got everything. Okay. Now coming to the Ankur's
Yes.
question. Okay, great. Now coming to the Ankur's question. Ankur was asking about the accent part. So these things we don't know how to talk about this. So in our linguistic language, we call them tones. Tones. Now next part is I'm going to talk about tones only in Chinese. What is the time? Let's see. It's 8:07. Okay. Um, okay. Now the thing is, because we have limited words in Chinese, but obviously Chinese also have lakhs and lakhs of words. So Chinese people like, what do we do? At some point, these words are getting repeated, and we need to figure out some way so that these words don't get repeated. So they were like, "चलो एक काम करते हैं." Sorry, share the screen again. They were like, let's do one thing. We are gonna pick one word and we are gonna speak it in 4 different ways. So for example, they picked up like this word called pa, and they were like, okay, we're gonna speak like pa, 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 pa. This thing that I'm doing, right? This is called tone. Like you're taking one word and you're speaking in different tones. Now, And the thing is, the languages like Vietnamese and Thai also have tones in it because they follow the same pattern. They also have limited words, but they are limited words and they want to expand their vocabulary, so they have tones in their languages. So any language which is very limited by its pronunciation, to add or more pronunciation, they add this tonal aspect to it. Now, this tonal aspect looks very like alien. कि अरे ये क्या है? But we have it in English and we have it in Hindi. You just don't know about it. So let me just tell you how these tones exist in English as well as in Hindi. And then if you have any questions around tones, I'll take up that. Okay. So now Mandarin is a tonal language. Keep in mind, no matter which language you speak, you use tones in your daily life. Sometimes we actually call them intonations. So for example, I'm going to explain you the 4 tones in Chinese using 4 different intonation of English. So for example, in English, a person can say the word mom in many different tones. One tone is like a very excited tone. You know, you're home, you're very excited to see your mom, and then you scream like, Mom, I'm home. That's like a high, excited voice. Mom, that's a first tone in Chinese. And because it's like high, excited tone, this tone is also like a very straight tone. Mom, like this. And then we have, now you can't find your mom. You're like looking everywhere at home. And now your tone is going to change. You'll be like, Mom, where are you? This is more like rising, questioning tone. Mom. So the tone mark for that is also like a rising tone, because we are saying like mom, it's our voice is a little bit rising. Now your mom comes and she scolds you. No, not scolds you. Your mom comes and tells you that beta, clean your room. And then you're very in a very whiny voice. You're like, Mom, I don't want to clean my room. This whiny voice, like, Mom, it's our third tone in Chinese, which is like going down and up. Mom, that kind of tone. And then we have a fourth tone, which is like a very angry tone. So let's say you're angry at your mom and you're like, no, I don't want to clean my room. So you'll be like, Mom, I don't want to clean my room. So mom becomes like a falling tone. It's an angry tone, so there's like a strong fall. Mom. So these same exact tones which I'm talking about, like mom, 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 mom. These are exact tones that exist in Chinese also. You just have to relate it. Now, a similar example I would like to show you in Hindi as well for people who speak Hindi. Uh, uh, so before telling you about the Hindi, so just understand that these sounds make up actually the all 4 of Chinese tones. The only difference is in Mandarin they have different meanings. For example, here mom remains mom. She's mother only. But if I bring you to the Chinese part, so the moment I say excited voice, right? Mama, it is actually mother. But if I say the shocking, like angry tone, ma, it actually means scolds. But if I say in a very whiny voice, ma, it actually means horse. So here in Chinese, if you say, people use the same sound with different tones of voices to convey different meanings. And even if you say the right pronunciation but with the wrong tone, these kind of mishappenings can happen. That you would like to say, hey, this is a panda, but instead of panda, you might be saying this is a hairy chest, because panda in Chinese is pronunciation is same, xiong mao, xiong mao, and but hairy chest is like xiong mao, very little difference. And right now your ears must be also tone deaf, so you'll not be able to even tell the difference. That takes time, and that we will master. Don't worry about it. But yeah, these kind of things can happen. And another very mishappening that can happen is the word for sleep in Chinese is called shui qiao, but dumpling is shui qiao. Sometimes instead of asking that I want dumplings, you might end up asking I want to sleep, and they will get confused. Another very very popular thing, a very important business culture in Chinese. Number 4 is a very like a, what do you call it, unlucky number in China. Why? Because the number 4 in Chinese is called si, and the number 4 is also in the same pronunciation, different tone, means death, which is called si. That's why 4 is a very unlucky number for Chinese people. Don't do anything on Thursday, which is the 4th day of the week, with Chinese people. Don't take any meetings. Don't start anything new. Don't, like, land in China on 4th or fly off on 4th. So Chinese also try to like make sure that they don't have 4 in their car number. And in their lift also, like you will see there is 1, 2, 3, 3A, and then 5. They avoid speaking 4. Like there is no 4th floor. There is 3rd floor, 3A, and then directly 5th. There's a lot of superstitions that's there in China. Now I'm gonna just quickly make you see how Hindi also have same sort of tones, and then we are gonna come back to take questions. Okay, let us watch this one very funny video for Hindi speakers.
आपको लागत है हमारी स्टोरी नॉनसेंस है
और नहीं तो क्या तुम्हारे प्लेनेट की राष्ट्रीय भाषा भोजपुरी है
अरे हमरे गोले पे तो कोनो भाषा ही नहीं है माइंड से बतियाते हैं कोनो कंफ्यूजन ही नहीं यहाँ तो बोलते कुछ है और मतलब कुछ और निकलता है एक एक शब्द के 4-4 मतलब ऐसे मुंडी हिलाओ और बोलो अच्छा है मतलब सब ठीक ठाक है वेरी गुड आंख बड़ी करके बोलो अच्छा है तो मतलब साख में है तुम्हारी अम्मा का एक्सीडेंट हो गया अच्छा साख फिर गुस्सा आता है तो आवाज लोड हो जाती है अच्छा हमको सिखा रिया है अच्छा और जब सोचते हैं तो लंबा वाला अच्छा शब्द के साथ साथ एक्सप्रेशन पर भी ध्यान देना पड़ता है तब जाके बात समझ में आती है ससुरी बहुत है कंफ्यूजन है पूरा 6 घंटा लगा हमको भोजपुरी सीखने में
मतलब 6 घंटे में तुम पूरी भोजपुरी सीख गए
अरे कोनो हाथ पकड़ने नहीं देता था
Was it relatable?
आपका
Who are the Hindi
Yes.
speakers over here? I think Ankur is there, Vanshika. Were you able to relate to it?
I would say that because we've been speaking Hindi from a long time, I
Yeah.
actually cannot make out the difference. But yeah, when you look at that video from this perspective, it makes
Right.
sense. Yeah.
Right? So yeah, it's the same thing that is happening in Mandarin as well. So it is not an alien concept. The tones aspect is definitely exist in other languages. Only difference is meaning change nahi ho raha. Like acha is there only. Like is the intonation difference is there. But in Chinese, tones are different, intonations are different. So intonation is something we master a lot later on. So, for example, you will notice Vanshika watches C drama. So when she will speak Chinese, she will sound so native because somehow when this is my personal experience, whatever students I have got who are like a C drama fans, their Chinese is better than me. They just automatically speak very fluent Chinese is because their brain is so accustomed to the intonation part of Chinese so much. They know a certain way of Chinese, how they speak. So you might notice it with her as well. That I have a feeling that will happen. So tones are different, intonations is different in Chinese. Any questions? Anything that you did not get in tones so far?
So I have a question.
Yes, Soumya.
So because there is so much of tone in this, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
anytime if somebody, I'm very curious here. If
Yeah,
anybody
yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
upset or extremely happy or they're very angry, right? Will their tones, when I say tones here, will their tones affect their tones? Just
No, the tones will not get affected. The emotions will change. For example, if I
okay.
say something like, for example, I want to say, what are you looking at? Right? And now if I have to speak to a student, hey, what are you looking at? I'll be like, Nikhan Shamma. But if a stranger is like staring at me, I'm like, Nikhan Shamma ya. It's like this. One is polite, Nikhan Shamma, Nikhan Shamma ya. So it's like just the expression changes. So, but my tones are still same. Nikhan
Yeah,
Shamma.
I was just
Yeah.
curious. Will
Yeah,
it
yeah.
change or just
No, it will not. Just take your expression will change.
okay?
One is like very nice, Nikhan Shamma. Another is Nikhan Shamma. That way.
Got it.
Another thing is, although this feels very complicated, array, itna different tones hai, how do you master and all? To be honest, practically, we don't really focus on individual tone. So practically, when you will be learning Chinese, what we will be doing is something called tone combination. It is called this. So now understand this thing. In order to speak today in Chinese, you don't have to learn, oh, in let's say in this word, there is like first tone is coming. What you have to do is you just repeat after me. Chin Tian. Can you guys try? Everyone. Chin Tian.
Chin Tian.
Chintian.
Yeah, one more time. Chin Tian.
Chin Tian.
Chintian.
Yeah, and you just repeat that. Now the thing is, notice I am not speaking something like Jintian or Jintian or Jintian. I'm just literally speaking Jintian. So if you can just copy my accent also, right? You don't really have to learn tones. You can just like listen and copy that particular word. That okay, today is going to spoken as Jintian. That's it. And most of the Chinese words are in 2 syllables. So there is never a confusion. Like China is called Chungguo, ice water is Ping Shui. Everything comes in 2 syllables. So when things comes in 2 syllables, there is less confusion. So it feels very overwhelming when I make you see this example, mama, mama, but in reality, we don't speak that. In reality, things will make sense because it's in 2 syllables. Everything will be different only. So tones का फिर जो power है काफी कम हो जाती है. Major power is that you need to remember the vocabulary, that you need to speak the right pronunciation. Yeah, that is more important. Any other question anybody has?
Push.
Okay, Pusher. Okay, so generally, okay, Rajan has one question. Yes, Rajan.
Priti, like you explained about that the 4, right?
Yeah.
The letters are same, but the way you tell changes the
Yeah.
meaning, right?
Yeah.
So you should know what you are telling, correct? It is contextual.
It is
It
very
is not.
contextual. Yeah. One of the things that I'll be again reintroducing is Chinese doesn't have grammar. There is no concept of verb conjugation. We don't have go, going, goes, gone, went. We just have one word for go, and you talk through adverb of time. Today I will go, tomorrow I will go, today evening I went, or something like that. And there is no concept of a gender. He, she, it in Chinese is same. Anything, actor, actress, it's all same. So and then there is no concept of quantity. You don't have something called horse, horses, knife, knives. It's all like if you want to say in plurality, you use adverb of quantity. Many knives, more knives, less knives, 0 knives, 3 knives. So you don't really say knife ka knives. It stays knife only. And then there is no concept of articles, a and the. So much is taken away from the language. It just becomes bunch of vocabulary spoken together and understanding language through context. The context matters a lot in Chinese. So sometimes students send me a random conversation, like a random sentence. And I'm like, you need to tell me the context, what is happening. Otherwise, I won't be able to tell you what they're exactly trying to speak. The context really matters a lot. Any
Thank you.
other questions anybody has? All good. Okay. So because it's already 8:20, I'll be stopping the class over here. Generally, I teach the tones also in this class, and we also do the 6 vowels. But unfortunately, today our class has gone a little extended. So I'll be covering this part in the Thursday's class. So there will be no homework for today. Generally, I would have been sending the homework, but today I'm not going to send any homework. And there will be a poll tomorrow. You can participate in that poll and just show up on Thursday's class. I will be sending you PDF and this book recommendation thing. If possible, please download that. Okay, that's it. You just download, and if you get a printout, that's a great thing if you can get a printout, but at least download it. And one last thing that I want to also speak about is what I want to speak about. Yes, in your group description, there is something called Chinese cultures video link. So these are like 10 videos of BBC, great videos if you want to understand Chinese culture. One of the best videos that are out there on YouTube. So obviously, if you get time tomorrow, do watch that. Do watch this video. I mean, one video. Don't have to watch all 10, but idea is to watch at least 2 videos a week. 2 videos a week. So because you don't have homework tomorrow, so you can spend some time watching those videos. Okay. All right. I hope you enjoyed the class. If you would like to tell your experience, please mention in the group because right now I can't ask you. Yeah, Rajan, you have questions?
No questions. I just want to give update. Bernard joined, so he joined later.
Oh, okay.
Bernard.
Okay. No
I
worries.
have a
We'll have.
question.
Yes, Vanshika.
Yeah, will you send the book recommendation in the group or somewhere?
Everything will be sent on the group. Everything will be sent on the group.
Okay.
Okay. All right, guys. I will love to hear your feedback about anything around ki, how did you feel when you did not attended class and about Chinese versus like after spending 1 hour of Chinese. Yeah, if you have any feedback. Otherwise, we'll see you on Thursday. Okay. Bye bye.